You won't believe this. Is XRP and Ripple truly going to open the floodgates? What I want to do in today's video is I'm going to break down some specific dates. The timing is just so interesting. It's so interesting to see the timing of things happening. Since Trump came into presidency, and this is a specific date which is very powerful, which is March 27, 2025, we have the new SEC chairman coming in today. And how much stuff has happened since Trump has come into the presidency and how things are lining up date by date, I do believe that Ripple and XRP are going to leave a dent in the universe. And I stand on that. I believe it's going to be Bitcoin and XRP number one and number two. So in today's video, we're going to break down, we're going to go back to a video where Monica Long said the floodgates are being opened. Okay. Then I'm going to show you the facts, figures, numbers, logic based on dates. And I'd love to hear your comments down below. But the key to this is staying stoic. The key to this is stop trying to get rich quick. We get wealthy for sure by being patient, by being calm, by being stoic, and understand wealth is built through discipline, consistency, and whoever can stay in the market the longest will become the wealthiest. So let's watch this first video.
It feels like the floodgates are going to open this year, doesn't it? I mean, so within the past week, a couple weeks, so SAB 121 being called back or rolled back. And I mean, within, it felt like minutes, you hear from CEOs like Bank of America saying, we're all in.
Within minutes. This is all happening behind the scenes, guys. As people are jumping out of crypto because the price action is sideways, banks are getting ready for this. They're literally waiting for regulation.
And, these are institutions that Bank of America was one of our early partners when we were doing kind of like the messaging software only payment solution. So we've worked with these types of banks for a long time, and the lack of clarity, and I think in the more recent time, even hostility toward, hey, using these assets and this technology is not okay, it's dangerous, which is not the best way to handle it, as we would say. But looking forward, I would say, yes, it seems like there's going to be a sea change this year. And even I could say post-November, the US election result, even just the ongoing conversations we've had with banks around being reserve bank or transaction banking partners for the stable coin or for our payments business, like the tone and message changed overnight.
Boom.
Like it was quick.
Boom. Okay, so the tone and change had changed. She's telling us we're talking to banks. This is happening. The tone has changed. Banks are ready. Bank of America CEO, we're all in. The floodgates are about to open, right? But when we say that, though, this is the thing. Everybody expects tomorrow to be a multimillionaire. That's not how this works. You are so early. The next 6 years, Raul Paul says it the best. You have 6 years. Don't F this up. 6 years. If you're patient for 6 years, this could change your family's life. But people stay in a job they hate for 30 years and be miserable to retire with hardly anything. But if you can't wait 6 years, you're going to have a really rough time in these markets. Okay. Well, it changed our lives from 2020 to 2022. Our team became millionaires in crypto. But we didn't buy Lambos, big houses. We bought cash generating assets. We bought businesses. And when everybody was running from crypto, we invested in crypto. And now we're experiencing the abundance from that. So when we start to make these large amounts of money from crypto, we want to multiply, we want to compound it, create cash generating assets, build businesses, do things to free up your family. Okay. The SEC will keep, we know this happened on the 25th. This is where the timing is going to come in. The SEC will keep 50 million of Ripple's fine and return the rest and wrap the case. So we know I think that was on the 25th, we found out the case was settled. Okay. Then Fred, Rispoli posted this update SEC versus Ripple timeline with an announcement of Stuart Aldry. You better believe the paperwork has been drawn up already. Now, so this is where we go into the dates that I broke down. Okay. Now we wait on the vote by the SEC commission less than 30 days. Then we wait on the filing by the SEC to lift the injunction, which will be unopposed. by Ripple. Judge Torge will sign off, and that's another 30 days from the motion filing. So he says we're almost about 60 days out to be 100% formally, legally, and I can't pronounce that. Speculatively over. Cool. All right. So this is what I created here. I created these dates. So I said Trump won by a landslide. XRP Ripple beats the SEC, and the US financial system is undergoing a massive transformation right before our eyes. Okay. So here's the full timeline that I broke down and why Ripple may be at the center of all of this. December 17th, 2024, Ripple launches RLUSD, their stablecoin, US dollar backed stablecoin designed for enterprise usage. It goes live on global exchanges. That was on December 17, 2024. January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump is inaugurated for his second term after a landslide victory. On January 23rd, 2025, Trump signed an executive order 14178 strengthening America's leadership in digital financial technology. This order blocks any rollout of a U.S. central bank digital currency. He blocked central bank digital currencies. He revoked all prior CBDC-related directives. He ordered the creation of a new digital asset framework in 180 days. So the clock started on January 23rd for 180 days. Okay. Then we rolled into March 19th. The SEC announced it dropped its appeal in the Ripple case, a major victory for Ripple. XRP is officially not considered a security on public exchanges. We got complete clarity. Then we rolled into March 25th. In the morning, Ripple reaches a final settlement with the SEC agreeing to pay a reduced fine of $50 million. This case is officially over. On that same day, March 25th afternoon, Trump signs a second executive order directing the U.S. Treasury to modernize and digitize the entire federal payments infrastructure. This includes phasing out paper checks, moving toward real-time payments, Ripple, direct deposits, and digital wallets, centralizing system to cut down on fraud, waste, and efficiency. Okay, now here's where the dates kick in. April through May 2025, a 60-day transition period begins where all federal agencies must upgrade their systems and move towards full digitization. May 24th, the 60-day period ends. The Ripple case is completely finalized. Orders are complete. Digitization efforts are in full motion. So it ends at the exact same time. Think about that. The Ripple is completely finalized in May 2025. Trump's order is 60 days. They need to be completely digitized by May. So where does Ripple XRP fit into this? Is the timing crazy? I mean, that's on the same day. Ripple announces it's over. Trump is like, you have 60 days to do this. It lines up with the 100-day. Everything is lining up to around April or May. May is where everything starts to wrap up, where everything needs to be digitized. Ripple is one of the few companies with the infrastructure to support this kind of modernization. RippleNet enables real-time cross-border payments. RS, their stablecoin, can facilitate instant treasury distributions. XRP is a bridge asset that eliminates friction and pre-funded accounts. Ripple's tech stack integrates easily with government and banking systems like that. It's fully compliant and ready for KYC, anti-money laundering, know your customer, anti-money laundering enforcement, and already trusted by hundreds of financial institutions worldwide. Like, think about that. Look at the timing and dates, guys. So important. And here's another thing too. Let me show you guys this. Okay. So this is the SEC chair nominee. Oh, it's not showing there. Boom. Okay, so this is the SEC chair nominee. Paul Atkins discloses 327 million in assets ahead of his confirmation hearing scheduled today, March 27th, with up to 6 million in crypto investments. Okay, we're here. Now, here's where the stoicism kicks in. You see this all the time. For example, last night on Twitter, I said, tomorrow's going to be a great day. I wasn't talking about an announcement. I was saying, tomorrow's going to be a great day. Good night, everybody. And everybody's like, what's happening? It's like, we have to, I wasn't saying anything's happening. I'm saying tomorrow's going to be a great day. I was manifesting today being a great day. This is where people will get wrecked. And this is where people can get really wealthy. The really wealthy people are not price sensitive because they know why they're invested in something. So when XRP comes collapsing down, I'm celebrating and buying more. When Bitcoin collapses down, I'm celebrating, I'm buying more. When Solana collapses down, I'm buying, I'm selling, I'm buying more. When HBAR goes down, I'm buying more because I know what I'm holding. When it goes up, and I don't know the date. I don't know if it's going to be April, May. We know it's probably going to follow some sort of cycle, but at some point it has to go up and go parabolic. There's only 5% of the population has exposure to crypto. That's it. Everything's being tokenized. All of these have to appreciate. So when they go up, we calmly exit. Okay. Bitcoin, I'm holding 100%. You guys know that. I'm not touching that. All the others, I'll calmly exit 50%. I'm holding 50% forever for legacy. I'm calmly exiting. I pull it down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance as my first bucket that I fill. I have multiple policies that need to be, two policies, excuse me, that need to be max funded. Those will be max funded. And multiple other policies as well. Once those are max funded, the overflow will go into a little bit more silver, a little bit more of my cash generating dividend ETF strategy. I'm going to get more real estate for tax liabilities. Right now we have 6 companies that are, different sectors: information technology, education, and financial services. From the income, when I get paid on Wednesday and Friday by my companies, I'm always transmuting that and giving myself a pay raise. I'm either putting my money into something that secures, compounds, and grows, and I can borrow against myself, like a bank, my insurance. I'm putting into something that generates cash flow, like my dividend ETF strategy, or I'm putting into something that has potential gains in the future, like cryptocurrency. Okay. With my dividend ETF strategy, I get paid every single month, passive income. I take that passive income and I de-risk it back into Bitcoin and XRP. We have a Bitcoin and XRP treasury for our company. So we are putting our money where our mouth is. Everything I share with you, exactly what we're doing. We became millionaires in crypto. Our team became millionaires in crypto. But we didn't buy Lambos. We didn't buy houses. We actually took the money and multiplied it. We built real companies, real ecosystems, and with the profits, we reinvested back in. So now we're experiencing those seeds planted in this bull run. And now you may just be starting out. So your job first is to develop financial literacy, understand that the dollar is an inflationary asset, has lost 97% of its purchasing power. Now you see why they're moving into Bitcoin, because it's deflationary asset. Why they're moving into XRP, it's a deflationary asset. Every time a transaction runs across it, it becomes more valuable. There's a fixed supply on both of those. All that's happening, guys, is we're moving from an inflationary system that's broken, that has more debt than it has income, to a deflationary system. And you're caught in the middle of that. And you have to decide which side you're going to be on, because the middle class is getting wiped out. Leverage source technology moving down to the working poor. That's happening. AI technology is going to start to wipe out jobs. We'll have a nice boom. Trump is going to bring a lot of money into this economy, but at some point, transition in 2030, there's going to be a lot of jobs replaced. So it's so critical right now that you start to learn how money works, how to invest properly into these markets, how to diversify, how to compound, and how to grow. So I hope this information reaches your heart well. Again, big warning. I'm not DMing you. I'm not reaching out to you on Telegram, Instagram. QFS accounts are a scam. You don't need a QFS account. You'll never send my team members money directly, ever. We don't invest people's crypto. We don't have a trading platform. Those are all scammers using our likeness and image. I have resources for you down below in the description of this video or in my social media platform. Click the link. You'll see the Coach JV Academy. Down below it says 3T Warrior Academy. That is an education academy. Okay. It's not an investment platform. We teach you cryptocurrency education, blockchain education, live calls, market calls, community calls. When shit's hitting the fan, my team is live in there helping you understand. It's like going through school. We teach you how to fish, not give you a fish. And then we fish right next to you and build a legacy. On the other side as well, I have a financial services company where we help people understand the power of infinity banking concept, cash value life insurance. I use index universal life. Some people use whole life, but we teach people those concepts on how to protect your wealth, how to move old money from 401ks, how to insure your money, how to protect your money as well from market volatility, and how we compound and grow and bank on ourselves. So if you're interested in the infinity banking concept, life insurance, you can click the link down below to set an appointment with my team. They'll text you, call you, email. You'll never send them money directly, so you'll know you're talking to my team. I love you guys. See you on the inside. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Love you.